MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Yu Darvish is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty. He got this ball club to win in his last outing, but he did only throw 6 innings. They'll take it, but they'd like to see him go a little deeper.
Starling Marte strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Houston, left fielder Starling Marte.
And here's a swing and a miss on the game's first pitch, and that's how we'll get started in the Tuesday opener. And Eric, you take a look at these Rangers entering play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just 1 win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching. They've got to get a good performance out of this starter if they want to turn around their fortunes.
Darvish pauses. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Marte is retired, and there's 1 away. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Steve?
Well, I think you need to take advantage of balls up in the zone, and you could probably say that almost every day, but this is a great hitter's park. You get something to drive, they end up in the seats here.
Yu Gurriel will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a couple times with Dixon behind the plate where there was some disagreement on pitches up in the strike zone. Seems to be a polarizing spot for him sometimes, so we'll see if that comes into play.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
Jose Altuve will stride in now. 2 for 5 in the series finale on Sunday. First offering on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. And with that, let's take a look at how the Rangers will align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this is a former teammate of mine, Adrian Beltre. He's one of the most reliable third basemen in the game defensively. Some guys just look comfortable in the hot corner, and he's one of them. And I got to add this, only guy to play third without wearing a cup.
Brian McCann will dig in for the first time as he'll enter play 6th in the American League in hitting.
And we know it's just April, so the season is just getting started, but obviously he's off to a great start.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gomez has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Houston, and now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. Doug Fister, the California-born right-hander.
In his last game, complete game shutout. They'll look to repeat that kind of performance here.
About time for the home 9 to get their swings as Carlos Gomez is ready to lead off the bottom of inning number 1.
Center fielder, Carlos Gomez.
And a ball 1-0. Eric Karros, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, but they've got a tough assignment on the mound here tonight, so they're going to have their hands full. But the way they've been playing, I get the sense that no one in that dugout's too concerned.
And he couldn't lay off there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and the count comes even now at 1-1. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt, or they're going to keep seeing it.
Hit hard to the right side. Oh, Altuve. He's out.
Oh, what a play.
Batting second, right fielder, Delino DeShields.
Delino DeShields will dig in here, and he'll do so with the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, the key for him on the mound will be keeping that ball down in the strike zone. He's got a good sinker and a changeup that aren't very effective when they're up in the zone.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike.
It didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with the running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Tap fouled at home plate. Now a swing and a ball hit in the air down the left field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now time now to look at Jeff Bannister's Rangers lineup card in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, no doubt that the skill set of Delino DeShields is something to keep an eye on. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Marte's after it, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. After 1, no score. Robinson Cano will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1. Cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
Batting 6th, right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And here's the ever dangerous Carlos Beltran. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
The 0-1 pitch. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
You just don't see that, like, ever. Not in that situation. Not in that count. That's a big break from an offensive standpoint. Now you've got to find a way to make that hurt somehow.
Josh Reddick will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
That's what you need to do after a hit by pitch. Get right back on that horse and fire a fastball in there.
The 0-1. In the air to straightaway right. DeShields shading to his right. And that's the second out of the inning.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
John Singleton will stride in. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and low here, ball one. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Outside, 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taking 2.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Hit toward the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Good job there at keeping the inning alive. The runner on first gets a head start with the 3-2 count and 2 away. So it's an easy decision to keep on going around second. He makes it into third easily.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. That average way up there to start things out. 1 home run and 5 driven in. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Pitch count already becoming a factor. He's at 34 now, still not out of the second inning.
And this is fouled at the plate. One and two, here it comes. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. This is line to left. And a base hit, and that's going to chase in the run from third. The Astros are off to a 1-0 lead.
Wow, well, there you go. Just more of the same right here. You know, one of the hallmarks of this winning streak is that they've been able to get on the board first quite a bit. And they keep it going here as he drives in the run to make it 1-0.
Here's Starling Marte. And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
Well, behind the plate, he might have been more concerned with trying to frame that pitch than he was trying to catch it. You know, they do get the called strike here, but you know what else? They get the pass ball.
Second and third, 2 away. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again. Has to be thinking strikeout here. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Astros plate one on a couple of hits. On now to the bottom of the second. Astros lead this one 1-0. Josh Hamilton will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April.
Hamilton.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Marte going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll get in there with a hustle double.
Batting fifth.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there and left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Adrian Beltre will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with one out.
Here comes the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to third. Gurriel ranges to his right. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away. With a moment now, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this defense is rock solid up the middle. They've got a Gold Glover at second base who is athletic, agile, and has range second to none.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in with an even .300 average here in the month of April. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
1 out and a runner on second base. Three and 0 now. Waiting on deck is Ike Davis. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Three and 1. Here it is. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
So stepping in, Ike Davis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set. Here it comes. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
All 3 pitches down in the zone here, and when you're facing a sinker baller, you've got to expect that's where they're going to be, and he was probably fortunate that he didn't hit that one, or he might have bounced into a double play.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. No home runs as of yet, and 4 RBIs. Here comes the 1-0. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Set to deliver on 2-1. 3-1.
This is where you got to use that count to your advantage. You can eliminate half the strike zone and say, look, I'm only swinging if it's right where I want it.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit in the air out to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Rangers leave a pair. They trail this one 1-0. Gurriel is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Gurriel.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Jose Altuve will stand in now. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. And a slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Here he comes on 2-0. Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. This is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Brian McCann is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Here's Robbie Cano now, as he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Now both runners are breaking. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Carlos Beltran walks into the box after being hit by a pitch in his first appearance, and that has to be a little motivation to do something big right here.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Full count. 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's 2 walks now here in this 3rd inning. I mean, it seems like he's having a hard time picking up the catcher right now.
Josh Reddick has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been watching closely here, Matt. Always feels great to get some run support from your guys.
And he takes ball one.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Here it comes, 1-0. But fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
Hit in the air out to left. Hamilton is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do. And that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other 2 runners have to stay put now with 2 away.
John Singleton steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat and one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
And now here, 1-2, this is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
2 down, runners at first and second. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. Three-run home run down the line in right as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Here it comes on 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Flipped out the other way towards short. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Astros 6 and the Rangers nothing. Nick Franklin will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lays off 2-2 now.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The 2-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And another foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Carlos Gomez will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
They did hit it hard, but I'll tell you, as a hitter, you want to get down to first base. Nice swing, the attaboys, that doesn't go a long way.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Flip of his glove for one. On to first, and they get them both.
The right fielder, number 3, Delino DeShield.
Oh, that is a sweet play right there. He's trying to get this ball to second quickly, so he fields it and scoops this thing all in one motion.
Standing in now, Delino DeShield, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Hot shot to third. Oh, he makes the stop in time.
Oh, love it.
They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. A Tuesday night after this. Martin Perez is going to come on and make an appearance here. Just the 4th inning. Starling Marte Ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. Hit hard towards center. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. So with the leadoff man on base, let's take a trip back to the 1990s. Many of you probably weren't even around yet, so that's a good reason to check out this date in baseball history. At the plate, Gurriel. He singled his last time up.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Runner's back.
Keeping him close.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0.
This fourth inning's not starting out any better than the third did.
And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
And he's just doing the job of a number 2 hitter. Sometimes you have to take pitches that are good pitches to hit. That's a pretty good fastball right down the middle. He didn't swing at it, maybe wondering if that runner might have been going.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Well, maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Jose Altuve digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. 6 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Hit hard down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the run is in to score from second. It's 7-0.
Gotta like your chances when you put up 7 runs early in a ball game. They are off to a hot start, no doubt about it.
Brian McCann will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
7 straight games with a base hit now, and that's a solid week or so of swinging the bat with some authority.
Robinson Cano will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2.
Baseball fans see Robinson Cano and they think of his time with the Yankees and the Mariners, but some forget how great he was during the World Baseball Classic in 2013. He hit .469 for the undefeated Dominican team on his way to the tournament MVP award.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Reined in. Andrus back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get 1 run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Here's Carlos Beltran as he lays off a fastball 2. The 1-0 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits here, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Astros 8 and the Rangers nothing. Ryan Braun will start it out here in the inning for Texas, and he'll be followed by Josh Hamilton on deck.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he pops it up back behind second base. Gonzalez is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Josh Hamilton walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Check swing grounder to the right side. To his right, Singleton. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
The third baseman, number 29, Adrian Beltre.
Adrian Beltre stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And easy to read the thought process here as he starts him out with a sinker below the knees, and it's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. 1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2.
Well, you would think that that was the pitch he wanted right there. It's a little surprising that he let that one go.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or two here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Jonathan Lucroy will dig in. He singled his first time around. Into the seats, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Runners are at first and second with one away. Oh, 2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command, 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count now, 3-2. Ike Davis waits on deck. Chopped weakly to the left. Scooped up. Altuve for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Josh Reddick heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Center fielder, Josh Reddick.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
That's a ball.
2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Singleton.
Here's the big first baseman, John Singleton.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Just overmatched him there.
Hit hard up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Skied into straightaway right. DeShields is there. 2 gone.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Starling Marte steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. From the stretch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And that misses 2-2.
2-2 count.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Full count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1 as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Ike Davis will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ball game to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And this is fouled straight back. The 0-1 on its way. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Gurriel is up with it, and the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Elvis Andrus is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Marte is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Batter number 2, second baseman, Nick Franklin.
Striding into the box, Nick Franklin, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. Still 8-0. Gurriel makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Gomez is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
1 away for the Astros here in the 6th. And striding in, the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 1-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 8 runs and even 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. To his left, Franklin. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The catcher, number 39, Brian McCann.
Brian McCann gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. .92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 8 and the Rangers nothing. Carlos Gomez will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Heading for second here is Gomez. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line. And that'll put him in a good position here with a runner on second and nobody out.
Delino DeShields will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his second double of this young season. A 1 pitch on its way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. No one out with a runner at second. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Slow little grounder left side. Gonna be a tough play. A quick out number 1.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Ryan Braun will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Oh and 1. Here it comes. And it's quickly 0-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Altuve has it. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Josh Hamilton will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far.
Yeah, and I like the at-bats he's had. Looking very confident and fluid at the plate, Matt.
Up and in for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
A little low. It's 2-2. A man on third with 2 down. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
And they won't come into Hamilton there as it misses for ball 4.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. And this is popped up. Back behind second, Gonzalez ranging into the outfield. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rangers leave a pair. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Welcome back to Arlington. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Sam Dyson will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Dyson.
Robinson Cano comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about doing that again. Let's see if he can get something started right here.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there.
In there, strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
The 0-1 pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And the pitch. To 2-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Bounce to first. Davis has got it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
So 1 away now for Beltran. First pitch coming. Here it is. Low for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Runners on first with one down. Here's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And Hamilton's got this one. 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, John Singleton.
John Singleton will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run. A big blow early on. From the belt, kicks and deals. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, if you're following along with the thought process right here, he just watched the guy chase a pitch way out of the strike zone. So he's thinking, hey, I might as well throw another one out of the strike zone where he can't hit it. Unfortunately for him, he also threw it somewhere where his catcher couldn't catch it.
And that's in there on the high outside corner. 2-2 now. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And foul. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Houston as the lead holds at 8-0. Jonathan Lucroy will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded to short. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 1 out. And that's how you want to start an inning when you're already over 90 pitches for the ballgame.
Ike Davis will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Off-speed pitch. 1 out, nobody on. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the 2nd walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
I think the sound you hear right now might be that train whistle pulling into the station for the final time. Look, he's given his all out there, but you start to get the sense that this guy may have reached the end of the line.
In now, Elvis Andrus. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Oh, he's definitely had his way with the bottom of the lineup so far. They've got only 1 hit against him combined, and he sets another man down on strikes right here.
Stepping in, Nick Franklin. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret. This is his favorite side to hit from.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. To third, right to him. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. 1 left for Texas. Still 8-0. Marwin Gonzalez comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Shortstop, Marwin Gonzalez.
He's set, and the pitch. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now the pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
The 1-2 pitch. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. To short. Andres fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Left fielder, Starling Marte.
Now at the plate, Starling Marte. He's 1 for 4 for the game. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Here's the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Stepping in now, Gurriel, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. One and one, here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
When you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and start throwing some strikes.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gomez giving chase, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Jose Altuve gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's set, now the pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Two out with the man at first. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Hamilton going back to the track. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Astros leave one as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Carlos Gomez will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And this is low, ball one. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Delino DeShields strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
From the stretch. In there, no balls and a strike.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Nope. And he lays off for ball one.
The count's 21.
A runner at first with no outs here. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A shot down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Ball two.
Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Two and two count. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
This is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to hit the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Ryan Braun will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. First and second here with nobody out. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Set to deliver pitch number 120. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. In with it here is Marte, and that's going to hold that runner at third base.
Yeah, and he makes the right decision holding him at third there. A lot of people might say, why not send him? Well, it's because you don't need one run. You need lots of runs. No sense taking any chances at this point.
Josh Hamilton will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. 2-0, bases loaded. You let him swing here?
Oh, this is a run producer's dream right here. I'd let him go, but only if it's his pitch in his spot.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Beltran at the track. The wall. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, as it is now an 8-4 ball game.
Nowhere to put him. You can't walk him. You can't pitch around him. So he has to come in with something right here. And boy, this guy was just lying in the weeds waiting for this pitch. And this is the big salami right here.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And his arrival on the mound will signal the end for Doug Fister. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Will Harris is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 36, Will Harris.
Adrian Beltre will be the first one to greet him here with the crowd still buzzing over the grand slam.
Yeah, that's cheering. Now that they've got a new guy in the pitch, he'll at least get a fresh start.
Now here it comes. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there.
Ready with the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Up next for the Rangers, first
Ike
baseman.
Davis will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Four runs here in this half inning. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Ready with the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, that's not a hanger either. He goes down and beats a good pitch on 2 strikes. And you see, this pitch, it's falling out of the strike zone, but he goes down and manages to get good wood on it.
Elvis Andrus stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here it comes now to Andrus. First pitch is a curveball that's inside. 1-0.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A 1-0 delivery. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if he's swinging here 3-0. Just let this guy keep digging himself a hole.
And, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Swing and a miss much too early, and that makes it a full count.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Yeah, this is real trouble now. You had that comfortable cushion to start the innings. Now, after the walk, that means the tying run's going to come to the plate. They've got to be thinking, how did this game get away from us?
Ken Giles will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only 1 man out.
Giles.
Nick Franklin will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bases are loaded with only one out. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Outside, 3-0 now. Carlos Gomez, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Has to challenge him here. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, that definitely didn't go according to plan. Comes right out of the bullpen to walk the first guy he faces and force home a run. You have to wonder if he'll even get another shot to redeem himself.
Coming to the plate again, Carlos Gomez, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
And I'm not generally in favor of pitching changes in the middle of an at-bat, but with the bases loaded, you got to get someone in there that can throw a strike.
Giles is ready. Here's the 1-0. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Two 2-0 count and the pitch. Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. And that will hop over the wall, and a tough break there as the tying run will have to go back to third on the automatic double.
Oh, my goodness. If this ball doesn't hop over the wall, I think we've got ourselves a tie ball game. Instead, they're going to be forced to return that runner back to third base, and that could wind up being a game changer.
Into the box, Delino DeShields, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Trying to hold the lead. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Down 0-2 after two great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Now batting.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team. But with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
And they'll take the bat out of Braun's hands here as he's walked intentionally.
And this is probably the right decision here with 2 outs. Too many things can go wrong when you let him swing the bat.
Josh Hamilton will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet. So this is no small task.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Reddick. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. And a great inning for him there as they push 7 runs across the plate to make this a game again. We've played 8 full. It's the Astros 8 and the Rangers 7. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge with Dallas in the background as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Jake Diekman will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Brian McCann will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Here it comes, 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
And that misses, so they fall behind McCann here, 3-1.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And the count will be full. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
That's generally the rule. If you throw a pitch on 2-1, you'll probably see it again on 3-2, and he comes up empty there.
Here's Robbie Cano now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. On a big swing by Cano as he lifts this one high and deep out to right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Set to deal on 2-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 pitch. 3-2 now.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And you hear us talk about shutdown innings, and that's when you hold the team scoreless after you've scored in your half. Well, after his guys cut the lead down to 1, he's only 1 out away to a shutdown inning here.
Carlos Beltran stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Franklin is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They hold on to their slim 8-7 lead. Luke Gregerson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 44, Luke Gregerson.
Striding in to start the 9th, Adrian Beltre, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, maybe a little bit extra on this 2-2 fastball. Here it is on show track, and you can see it just burn off that inside corner. That's a tough pitch to handle.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Lucroy is retired, 2 down now.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Here's Ike Davis now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Alton, 2-0.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Right side and right into the shift. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Astros win this thing 8-7. Good night from Arlington.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Rangers, 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. The winning pitcher is Doug Fister. His record is now 3-0. The save to Luke Gregerson, his 6th. The loss goes to Yu Darvish. He falls to 2-2. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. A reminder that post-game buses are available at the first base gate 20 minutes after the conclusion of play and will drop riders off at locations across the street from Lincoln Square Fountain or on the north side of Lincoln Square.